this week, I wouldn't say it's been slow or boring. I think we had less heavy news like we did last week with Shatta and Arnold and all those things and all that. But a few headlines that came through this week. So we're going to be looking at Kidi ahead of his album release, The Golden Boy. Right. We're going to look at VGMA in schools. Also, the VGMA just announced the music summit. So we're going to be announcing that. We're going to be talking about that as well. Keche says that they didn't use their father for any ritual. So Ghanaians should stop that. Lydia Forson goes after TV3 for using, quote unquote, Abena Koko. And a few others on Famey's reaction to Wizkid following him and jamming to Sarkodie's music. And the Speaker of Parliament says telenovelas are corrupting our women. So a few so we're going to talk about all that in the next few minutes. So yeah, shall we? Should we get into it?
Definitely.
You want to play it again?
I definitely do.
Let's go.
Nana, don't mess with my hustle eye. Come again.
I like the beat.
I love it more, Keche. Okay, let's have our first story.
Okay, so the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards launched the Musical June earlier this month, and the whole idea is to take Ghana Music Awards closer to more people because of COVID. So what they came up with was VGMA in schools. So in schools means that they are visiting senior high schools and sending their favorite stars to go and talk to them and share ideas on how they can also, champion or push their talents into major heights. If they want to do music, they're taking artists to these schools. So it began last week. So this week they took Kwame Eugene and Mr. Drew to Krimeto.
Oh, what's that?
And it was amazing. It was beautiful. The kids had a lot of fun. They were able to ask all the questions they wanted to ask. I'm sure some people will ask Kwame Eugene, why are you always stealing song? Why are you always stealing song?
I know. I know.
But it was fun. So one of our colleagues called Evans Annan of Enan Communications.
Okay.
He was there and he gave us a report. This is what he had to say.
Okay.
So it was very, very exciting moment yesterday because looking at the students having fun with their stars, with Mr. Drew and Kwame Eugene. It was very exciting because the students were much so happy to see them performing with them, also able to get the chance to ask them questions and answers, which it will shape their mindset about the entertainment industry and also those that they want to go into music. It will help them to know, okay, yes, if I want to go to music, what I need to do before I can able to enter into music. And at the end of the day, they also educated them for some of the things that as a student you need to do in the school, which will also help you. And also there was one or two advice from the Charterhouse rep, which was Mr. Robert. It was very exciting moment seeing this thing happening in my school as an old student. I was very, very much happy to see this, and I'm hoping that Charterhouse will continue to bring some of these things into various schools.
Alright.
The way they like this beat.
I tell you, they do something.
Charlie, I will write some lines for you, make you bounce on them.
Sharp.
One time.
Sharp.
Listeners for just hear you do some 4 bars on this thing.
I tell you, man.
But I think Evans couldn't wait to tell us that he was an old boy of Krimeto. Yeah, he couldn't. I didn't even hear it in the voice until you played it on radio.
Oh.
So he's an old boy of Krimeto. Shout out to Evans for that report. Still talking about the VGMA. So every year the Ghana Music Awards organizes a music summit to help our artists in the industry. So they educate, they bring speakers, resource persons to talk about things that every artist needs to know. So they call it the need to know conversation. Okay. So this year the Vodafone National Music Summit is happening again, and they have released the program outline that will be happening. So they're saying that there's going to be a panel discussion on royalties, the way forward. One big issue happening in Ghana that every artist is always interested in for some reason after COVID. Then they'll talk about music distribution in the digital era. Then they will discuss play it live. And that's my favorite part, play it live.
Play it live.
Yeah, I mean, artists who perform with the live band are always my favorite.
It takes a lot of effort. So I think those who try to do it live, I give them, you know, some big ups.
Yeah. It's not easy to do it live.
But sometimes, you know, I prefer the already, you know, the replays, the CDs and stuff, because live, I'm always scared for them. I'm thinking they're gonna make a mistake, or you're not gonna get the tone, and you know. So
but that's the beautiful part.
And so instead of me enjoying the song, I'm waiting for the errors, so I don't get to enjoy it. So
do you know one thing about life? The errors makes it beautiful,
sir.
I'm telling you.
You know, then you stop the music and then you start laughing at the person's errors.
No, that's when they say, "Yo, pull up, bring it back again."
I know, I know.
So every time you hear an artist say, "Yo, pull up, bring it back again," and you say,
"What?"
Either a note went flat,
I
or
tell you,
missed the timing. But live music is always better. So the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards Summit is coming up, guys. If you're an artist, the sad part of this summit is that the A-list artists don't normally show up. Yeah, always is the list B and list C's, you know, and mostly upcomers.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Feeling too big or
I
something?
I don't know if maybe the timing, their schedule. You know, A-list artist there, he has bookings all over the world. If you know to Japan, Biako Boto, you know, what I mean? You may never know. But it will be better for them to show up because it will help. It will really, really help them.
Yes, it
especially to talk about royalties and the way forward, because we all know what's happening in Ghana right now when it comes to royalties. It's a big issue.
I know
people are fighting Gamro and all that, so they must show up. So yeah, Vodafone Ghana Music Awards Summit is happening June 21st, right? And the venue is the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. So you guys, you have to be there.
Are you gonna be there?
I'm always there.
Oh,
I've never missed it.
Nice, really?
Yeah, I've never.
I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, I've never missed it, because that's the only way you can get to hear other opinion on the music industry, and you can learn a few things.
Right,
you know?
That's true though.
Yeah, because I sell music too, so I have to be there.
You sell music too?
Yeah.
Hey.
I market music, you know.
Hey Nana.
Hey
Nana.
Let's go on. Let's go. Play the
Nana, you got me laughing. Let's go. You don't want me to get there. I'll get there.
Oh, we will get there.
Yeah, we'll get there, pa.
Talking about getting there, we are going to Kwewu.
Sir?
Will you go?
Yeah.
So Kidi is releasing his album, Golden Boy album, and he's done a lot of things ahead of the album.
Okay.
Things that media is not talking about, like changing the hair color from gold to white. And also releasing a merchandise for his album, of the one song of this album called Spiritual.
Okay. So
there's a merch out there, and Kidi is saying that very soon he's going to hold an album listening in Kwewu.
Okay.
For a few fans and the media. So that's what's happening. Kidi's album is coming out June 24th, and I can't wait for it.
And what's up with his changing hair?
I think gold was to announce the album, the date. And the white is to tell you that victory is almost near.
Hey, but is this your mind for him, or that he told you that?
No, it's not my mind. It's the meaning of the colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say that again.
So the gold hair was to announce the official date of the album.
Okay.
And then now that it's coming June 24th, there's no reason victory is here, and I'm super excited about it, because I heard a few songs on the album.
And you think they'll make the hit? They'll make the
I was
chart.
a bit challenged. Yo, it's hard. You both felt the blue EP was hard. You should wait
for something big.
You will touch it and go spiritual. I'm telling you.
Okay, keep taking me away.
Taking you away. Let's go. Let's talk about Fameye for a minute.
Okay.
So he came under pressure on Twitter that Wizkid followed him, and he made a big news about it.
Okay.
And people were saying, "Oh no, you are a big star too. You shouldn't be saying that." This was Fameye's post. He said that, "Oh my God, Wizkid followed me on Instagram. I don't know what to do." And he puts crying emojis and said praise. Praise is his new single. And fans were bashing him that, yo, you shouldn't be going crazy about this. You're also a star. And I was like, you guys don't get it, do you?
Don't get it at all.
Fans don't get it. You can be a star.
Yeah.
but somebody's a superstar.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong when that person follows you on or exchanges number or takes a picture with you, because it leads to bigger things.
Yes, it does.
Imagine the number of people who will get notification that says Wizkid just followed Fameye. Follow him too. You get it?
I do.
And the whole phase is like Wizkid can say, oh wow, even if a follow is getting this guy so hyped up, what about a feature? This guy controls a lot of markets: Eastern music market, South African music market, Ghana music market, Nigerian music market, Europe music market. So a shout out even on the record, even to do a BV like what he did for Mr.
enough
Easy.
Publicity for him.
If it was me, I won't buy Africa. I will frame the follow. I will frame it.
Okay, Nana, you're a different story.
No, I'm serious. I will frame it
For real.
Yeah, and make noise about
big.
it. Yeah, because Fameye will one day also become Wizkid, a burner, a sack, and he will follow a certain young artist, and the same thing will happen.
And that'll be them helping each other in the industry. Right.
So Ghanaians should take it easy on these stars, man.
Ghanaians take it easy.
Easy. Play the beat for them. Should we go on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about another artist, a music duo. Keche. Where they are going to go. Charlie just made my Friday. Shout out to Joshua, man.
I know.
So Keche, apparently they lost their dad. The music duo Keche lost their fathers around the same time, and once again, a group of Ghanaians are saying that they used their fathers for ritual.
Oh.
And you know, in as much as they are artists and their life is in the public domain, and we have the right to talk about them and say a lot of things about them, this is going
too far. Overboard.
Yes, this one is too
below
far.
the belt.
And Keche Joshua couldn't hold up when Zion Felix asked him about it. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Right.
Several comments. I didn't come to me the same week. I'm going to schedule. Artists anymore. And then I'm big mono. And sacrifice. I want people to understand. And see me. Even see any other Panama schedule, it's not easy. I want you to put in your mind. Say even there is nothing like that. My stepmother friend me or Susa because we are discussing Cape Coast. And now what's saying no more car. Oh yampa. It's my big, you know. In some of the Panama schedule. Pamucho. We don't Keche Blasts know who we are. We are just putting work all the time. This is our talent. We are good at it. It's a Muslim. Munjas has some come because your family no more. It's just that we don't want to talk. But many will show some person gonna for TSS and party no more can munja because we have tough skin because we've been there. We have worked with them. See, way cool. But your family no more. You know, their feeling is very bad. It's a Muslim.
Even go was walk issue. Walk show do yam. Pele bibi them we will naturally another. We are in a busian or Sonia Mepe, and and some of them will more get to the people, but then they be a maker and put on normal, no sooner agency, and you a corner about down when it being in the same week. I'll call you Keche for two, so I yet a performance where young uncle for they are not even friends. They are not even friends, so we don't even know what happened, but then we thank God.
This is a bit hard. You know, I like you said, Ghanaians, we take some few things for granted.
Yeah.
Somebody has lost the dad. Well, whether he did or he did not, do we really have to go all out and say all those things?
Yeah, but you also know in Ghana, right? When a Ghanaian and a Nigerian see a rich man sits driving a Mercedes Benz,
it's always
the Ghanaian will say, "Oh, Shirakoji Sikejo, he's going for blood money."
Yeah.
The Nigerian will say, "Omo, your car nice. God bless you. May God bless me to buy the motor song."
I know now.
You see,
Ghana, we don't believe in that or what?
No, it's like I think it's a culture thing.
Or
the way we are brought
perception,
up. Yes, we are brought up to feel like money is evil. You
Really?
don't have to. Yes, you don't have to be rich over certain limits. You don't have to do certain things if you have money. You get it?
I
So
do.
when people see rich people come out to show off their
it seems
cars,
too impossible.
Yeah,
You must
so
have done something out of the ordinary to get it.
We are trained to go to school and get a job and be paid a certain peanut
And be modest.
ticket and be, if you pay your rent and you pay your water bill and things, the money is finished.
And now your car yeah.
You get it?
But if you get some bureaucrat right there, then you did something.
It's below the belt. Shout out to Keche Joshua
Right.
and Charlie. Shout out to you guys. I know how you guys work hard. I worked with Keche way back. I worked on Alagoon to Go. I worked on Soccer there, Pressure the album. So I know how hard these guys work, man.
Right.
So to hear something like this is so sad.
And you know what he said? He said it's not really about them, but it's more about how the family is taking this.
Yes.
Because they are emotional about something.
Yeah.
I mean, they've lost someone, and then we are here saying that, okay, well, I'll leave it to them.
Sad Ghana for Munjai sir. Why? Yes, sir. Munya bochema artist. No me any party say yeah.
Omejai. Yes, Sakra.
Let's talk about Lydia Forsen.
This lady.
You said this lady. You have something to say. Say it.
No. Sometimes she's a little controversial.
Sometimes.
Actually, you know, she was my junior in school and all that. So,
Hey.
yeah.
Play the beat.
Play the beat, yeah.
So Lydia is saying that she thinks TV3. Somebody made a post. I think it was Jay Abrifi. You know her, Mukasichik. Yeah. So she made a post concerning Date Rash and Abunakoko and TV3 because you know TV3 dismissed Abunakoko and all that.
Yeah.
And then Lydia replied the post saying that it's a ratings game and not sentimental. It's why I treat the media with the same regard. They don't care about anyone. Next week, they will do a show on mental health. Shaking my head. You get it? And I feel it's wrong. I think she got it wrong. Because Date Rash is not live. They are all pre-recorded. And at the time she was doing Date Rash for TV3, I am very sure she was working there. She had signed some documents to give them permission to use her image and all that for the particular show.
Okay.
So you can't sit from afar and say that, oh, the people they use because they sacked her. No, what she did went against company policy, company rules, and they had to follow what's on paper.
Right.
Even if you don't like what was done, unfortunately, that is how best they can handle it. You understand? Yeah. So we have to respect every company and their rules. So I think she got it wrong this time. A little research would have helped because Date Rash is not live and everything is filmed. It's like how we watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's not live.
Right.
It's a TV reality show. It's recorded, edited. You feel me? So I think that people should just learn. Yeah. But since she's your junior in school, we'll pardon her and say because her senior is here, play the beat.
You let my words all how do you say stay my mouth inside. Yeah, but well, I agree with you. I think I can't say too much for that, but I always think that Lydia tends to express or kind of drink, and then sometimes, like you said, she wouldn't do a little bit of background check into it. She bites herself in the foot most of the time.
But I like her though.
She's a cool girl.
Yeah, I like her. I like her. She's fine.
I know her brother too.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know the brother though. I want to know Lydia.
And I saw your Bema.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, I understand. Let's talk about the last big story that happened over the week. The Speaker of Parliament and the First Deputy Speaker are all saying that Mexico soap operas. One said it's corrupting our women. The other said it's the word he used was disgusting to him. What do you think about it?
In a way, I can agree because I think that we are there are various ways of learning by sight, by doing, and then by hearing. And I think for Ghanaians, most of us are influenced by what we see. This one is not about the men. Television influences us a lot. If you want to educate us in this nation and you put it through a movie, through a production, it will sell faster and the education will catch on. So I think that most of the telenovelas they've been said, this gay thing, it all cropped up from what we see. So clearly with the telenovelas, we see what we see, and then we add it to our lifestyle. The way the man treats her, the way the lady is being treated, the way she dresses and everything. We bring it on, and then we try to live that life. So yes, I agree with him in a way.
Okay, so I don't agree with them.
Yeah, I know.
I don't at all.
Why?
Okay, so one of them, their major headache is corrupting women. Okay. Have you seen the followers?
Not necessarily women alone, but yes.
Yeah, but that's what he said.
Yes, so we are in that context.
Based on within the context of conversation,
right?
That's why I think this Mexico soap operas or whatever it's called on our TV is helping women.
Tell me.
There are a lot of women who watch that show, and that's the only time they get to see beautiful things in their lives happening.
Say that again.
Yes, a lot of women who watch this Mexican soap opera, for instance. If you look at the audiences that react to these shows when they do their discussions and they go to the market, there's somebody in that space who would never believe that she can wear a bodycon. She doesn't even know that I don't have to use cloth on me when my husband is at home. That is the only time they get to learn some of these things.
So that becomes a platform for education.
Yes, for them.
Right.
And it's a big deal for them.
Yes, it is.
They get to know that I can put on small makeup, put a little lipstick, and look fine for my husband. Do you know why the men don't like it?
Tell me.
I'll tell you the truth why men don't like it.
Tell me.
Some Ghanaian men can't stand a woman who is learning or is learned or understands her rights and knows what she has to do.
They can't stand a woman who can stand up to them.
Yes.
Right.
So this shows teaches them how they should be treated.
How to know themselves, how to be confident and all that.
Culture-wise, they can add it to what they were told by their mothers. You know, if your mom is like 50 plus going, they had a certain mentality when they were growing up. Back in the olden days, there was no television, there was no radio. They were the radio, they were the TV, they were the entertainment.
Right.
So you go to the villages, they have 11 kids, 12 kids. Now they get to watch these things and learn that no, I shouldn't have even given birth to that many people.
So it boils down to what I said.
Exactly.
It's about the education.
They
are influenced through this.
The men don't like it because they are influencing them to also learn to challenge them. That's why men don't like it, because men watch football in Ghana at peak times.
Right.
And no woman dare say, I want to watch this.
I know. Sometimes when a man comes home, the remote control is his.
Yes.
The woman cannot even say,
Yeah. So I don't think it's corrupting them.
No, I think it is actually. I agree with your point. But you see, we'll wait on a 50-50. It helps them to be enlightened. It be mini for them to realize that, you know what, okay, so as a lady, my responsibility is to enhance myself for my husband to be impressed with me. That is cool. It also helps them to pick that aspect where they think, hey, I can't make it be my blasto. I'll walk away from my relationship.
Yeah, but that's
so it is 50. It corrupts them as much as it builds them.
No, it doesn't, because you see, you as you say here right now, no TV show can corrupt you.
I have worked on myself.
No, these women, they pick up their conversation about leaving their husbands and their boyfriends and whatever from the market, from the salon.
Not necessarily.
No,
not
if
necessarily.
you sit in a salon, I took my girl to the salon. The things I heard, I was like,
I know.
Yeah, bro.
You see, the point is that women, we enjoy conversations, we enjoy the gossiping and everything. So any sport we find 2 or 3 women, it's bound to happen. So it's not necessarily in the saloon or in the marketplace. Those things, they are normal, but where is their source of information? We watch it from the television, and Charlie, last time when I watched that show, see how the quality, the lady spoke to the man. Yes, media right now, dear, I've learned and I'm ready to give it to him. I have picked information from there. So
is it wrong if you're a woman? I don't think it's wrong if my wife stands up to me and says,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, what you said was wrong. I don't think
there's nothing wrong with that, but I believe in the orientation. You are used to, let's assume that you're used to being the boss who just keeps, take this for me and I'm gonna do that for me. That is the relationship that two of you have. Then all of a sudden, this lady goes to be so enlightened and like, go get it yourself. You're like, where's this one coming from? Why talk to me like that? So, you know her to wear simple dresses. All of a sudden, she's so colored, paints herself in different, trying to.
Wouldn't you like that if you're a man?
No, the transition.
That's what. Do you know why the men don't like? I don't want to say this on radio, but you're making me say it.
Say it.
They don't like it because once the women start to look good and
they're gonna have competition.
Good, they feel that they can't go for the small girl again.
They can't what?
They can't go for the small girl again. Because the reason why there's a small girl in the picture is that I'm not getting makeup, I'm not getting weave on, I'm not getting bodycon, I'm not touching stuff.
If you ask
I'm
me
not
that,
looking,
that's a low way to think of.
No, it's true.
I agree. I agree, but you see, you should not subject a wife to being a boring or an old school kind of woman. If you have your woman who is trying to transform herself to become that young kind of girl that you go out chasing, aren't you gonna be happy?
That's what I'm saying. That's why the men don't like this Mexican soap opera.
Too bad for them.
Because it's helping women to stand up, to look good, to feel good, to believe in themselves, to stand up for themselves.
I agree, but my point I am making also is
men
that
should stop watching football at peak times in Ghana,
and they should be watching the telenovelas.
They should stop watching Euro 2020 at 7 p.m. when we want to watch news. You know, and it's not. You see, this is my case. My case is this, right? Men watch WWE, the wrestling, at peak times, and it's not a problem. Men watch football at peak times in Ghana, and it's not a problem.
Right.
A woman cannot watch her telenovela in peace
that's
at peak time.
That's the WWE teach the men how to go and beat their wives and all that. It's wrestling. They enjoy it, and
you
that's
may
it.
never know. Some people can pick anger issues from that. They can. Listen, you just said TV is the best way people educate themselves, right? So somebody can be watching it, and then the wife can say something because his quote unquote his WWE star is being beaten.
Right.
But to me that corner, so it's also possible.
Anyway, well, but I'll give it like a 2% or a 10% out of the answer.
But whether it's 0.5%, it has happened.
It has happened. So it's the same. Okay,
women must be encouraged to do what they want to do. But they must be allowed to watch. Listen, you cannot if you're talking about culture. When you're a man and your woman begins to change, you have to step up.
Right.
If you don't step up,
that is where I would argue from. I think that
you have to step up.
Right.
If you step up, the woman will know that my man is still in control.
Exactly. You know, it's just like being in a business market. If you see a competitor trying to beat you, and you see that you're doing, you see some pointers, and you're trying to use it to become better, you can only be encouraged. I don't know how you might say that you might start fighting the other competition because they are using tools to improve themselves, and then you stay in the same place. The same way I feel that in the home, unless the man is an insecure individual, if he's picked things from the movie, the telenovelas, and he's using it to improve herself, you can only add on or help her to shape it up for your your comfort.
Yeah.
And manage her, because like I said, she may pick the information and abuse it. Just like you, the man may also pick the information and abuse it. So I think that it's more about you, your confidence, knowing yourself, and doing all those kind of things. Anna,
it is what it is.
It is what.
No man should give any woman pressure from watching telenovela. And do you know what they say? They say, the way they speak the tree. I agree. The way they speak the tree is wrong. Maybe you don't like it.
Which tree? The telenovela.
Yes,
the one they interpret.
Yeah, they do a voice over for them in tree. So because they need this woman to understand what they are acting out. So what you do as a man is you have to interpret or explain to them the culture differences. That this is the Mexican culture. This is our culture.
Exactly.
You can pick here, but don't make it look like it's corrupting them, because once upon a time they used to put towel after they are finished bathing. They won't,
It's for me. It boils down to the education and the interpretation. Once you get that information, what do you do with it? If you don't know how to manage it, it will destroy you.
The same thing. People go to school. There are 55 people in a class.
Right.
Only one person becomes first.
True.
Yeah. So as for that one there, it's always going to be there. Like I said, if a man follows a woman to a salon or to the marketplace, one day, men will change. The things conversation that happen there.
They hear things.
Hey.
Then they should start going to the market themselves.
I'm telling you, when you go one day, it's like the salons. Oh, it's beautiful. I like it.
You enjoy how women vibe.
Oh, I did. Right? It gave me a different. For instance, I don't like men who give their wives or their girlfriends, let's say 20 cedis or 10 cedis as
pocket money or whatever money,
because it makes the man lazy. So I was telling a friend of mine that don't take money 10 cedi from your boy. Don't do that. Tell him to give you 50 Ghana cedi. So if he can't raise 50 Ghana cedi, imagine if you have 2 kids with him. Challenge the men.
Oh wow.
Challenge the men. Don't settle for only can't imagine 10 cedi in this time.
He'll give you 10 and go and find somebody and give 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get
or
me?
50 or 100.
So when I went to the salon, I was like, this is what they like. Okay. Then I stepped up. I said, now I'll be paying.
You went for filler from there.
I'm telling you.
Nice one.
I enjoyed the
Okay.
So you like this beat?
Oh yeah, I do.
So guys, wrapping up. So all these news are available on OneplayAfrica.com. Tomorrow on EBN TV or Go TV channel 18, Tilly Ekianipa will host Black Sheriff on the female show Father's Day edition. Amazing conversation with a young man who left home and became a star. Yeah. So Black Sheriff is our guest tomorrow on EBN Go TV channel 18, 6 p.m. Don't miss out. And also, like you guys know, Oneplay Africa News is out. Make sure you get a copy and you get all these fillers and more.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are most welcome. Let me play my beat for you one more.
One play. Add class to your music.